Hello, everyone, and welcome back to more mini Motorways. It's been quite a while since we've played this game, and they have added two maps since then. We've got Hong Kong and Cape Town. Today, we're going to be doing Hong Kong, just classic. The scores are between 800 and like 2400 for most people. I'd like to get on the higher end of that, but it has been a while since we've played this game, so might not. I did warm up with the daily challenge, and this map also has harbors. I have absolutely no idea how these work. Not a clue. I assume they're kind of like the trains where a ship comes in and, yeah, okay. Drops off our little... That is such a cute little animation. Yeah, okay. So, the harbors work essentially like the trains. It goes off, does whatever it does, comes back, drops off our little markers, and tells us that we need some houses connected to this. So, hopefully that works out for us. We'll see. I did warm up with the daily challenge, and I think I got like, I don't remember my exact score. I think it was like 3,500 or something. So pretty good for my first game back after, I think it's been like 7 months, 8 months. These are mountains here. That's a little scary. We do have one bridge. I could do something like this if I'm like determined to keep these separated for now. Something like this. And then even run these yellows up this way. Weak one. I'm gonna take the bridge. I would rather have some more access across this, just in case. I think I'm also gonna run a little access sort of road through here, just so we maintain some river access on this side. Because it might get to the point where we need to do something like this and run these yellows up and around this green and down and into here. And I'd like to be able to do that without having to waste a bridge on it. That's kind of the point of this. This is becoming a level 2 is fine. I don't love that this yellow sort of got stuck here in the corner. I would have honestly even preferred it if it had been like one over, because then we could have used tunnel and run these greens like down under it and then into here. Like, it would have literally been like a 1-block tunnel, but still would have been helpful. That yellow is good. I like this. I assume that these are not gonna cause us any huge problems, I hope. We could also just run the yellow through with a tunnel like this. I just kind of hate doing tunnels that are like right next to where the houses are. It doesn't look very nice. I don't know how much of a effect it has on efficiency or anything like that, but it doesn't look very nice. And that's enough for me to dislike it. Both of those are pretty bad, to be honest. It's a good thing we picked up that bridge, though. I think I'm just gonna do something like this for now. Oh, there we go. Something like this, something like this, and then something like maybe, ooh, if I could draw a straight line. There we go, something like that. Nothing crazy. I'll also keep this in. Actually, the daily challenge for the day has buildings spawning right next to other buildings, so houses can spawn right next to businesses. But that is not the case in normal gameplay, and I need to remember that. So all of this is perfectly fine. I don't need to waste my roads to block that off. Now this, on the other hand, maybe I should block off. I actually do kind of want yellows to spawn here, just so we can get a little extra population for this. That would be nice. Something like this could also be good if we get some yellow houses in here. I'm definitely going to take the motorway. We could use a roundabout like here. That would be somewhat helpful. I'm going to run this like this slightly. Actually, like this. Just because it's slightly better if you run the road where it like goes directly through the driveway instead of it would count let me see if I can explain this here. It counts this as an intersection, so the cars move just slightly slower through here, but it doesn't count this as an intersection, so it's slightly faster. Yay. I got 2 not great spawns while I was explaining that. This isn't terrible. It's not great, but it's not like awful either. I think the solution to this is to just run these greens up and around. So we'll split this off into 2 separate populations. So these will come down here, and then this will just be a slight detour to come around here. And once we get another bridge, probably we could just go ahead and do that and just wait, and it would be fine. I just don't love the idea of that, so we're just gonna do this for now, and then once we get another bridge, we'll make it better. If I could place my roads correctly, that would be great. Something like that. And then for this yellow, honestly, I have no idea. I think it's probably... I'm probably just gonna do a motorway now, but like something like that, and then wait and see where, if we get another yellow population somewhere for this. I'm hoping we get one like here. If we could get some yellows spawning, I could move this bridge so it's like 1 up and potentially get another yellow there. That blue is beautiful. This will cause us no problems. None. 0. This is perfect. I will run a little road through here just in case. Maybe even like here would be good. Bridge or tunnel. Let's pick the bridge. We're having a lot of sort of crisscrossy things happening right now. Tunnel will be good. I'm really hoping that this spawns as a green, and then we get another green population like up here, because being able to run all of this green just directly into here would be perfect. But we are kind of at the mercy of the RNG gods for that. We do have another bridge, so we can do our original plan of running this in a slightly more efficient way, something like this, and then this third one can go something like that. So that's that handled. And I think we're doing fine. Like, it is. We're only at 200 little pips right now, but we're doing fine. This green is not great, to be honest. I'm probably just going to motorway it for now and hope we get some kind of better population somewhere over here. Neither of these 2 motorways are meant to be permanent, and I need to be careful and make sure that they don't become permanent, because if they do, that could give us some big problems. I'm gonna go ahead and run a road through here. Oh, that blue is terrible. That blue is awful. That blue is monstrous. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move this motorway so it's here. We're about to make some big changes, I think. What we'll do is we'll take... These 2 blues can support this. That's fine. These blues will come actually up like this and then across. Or these yellows. I think I called them blues. Will come across and then down and then over like this. And then these guys, when this bridge goes away, because I have to wait for the little ghost bridge to go away, we'll do these straight across like this. And then that'll be a shorter route for all of this, which will be pretty good, I think. Yeah. We are kind of getting this little sort of separate blue pop forming here. If we could get, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 more houses here. Honestly, even now, this is probably fine. Ooh, let me remember to do the thing I said I was gonna do. There we go. And now this is fine. Like, this is fine. Honestly, oh, that's not great either. I don't love this being connected to this when it's got 2 populations of the same color on it. So this business and this business, because this is now an intersection for this, which means I either have to find some way to separate these, which I don't think I could do using anything fancy here. I'd have to use a tunnel to go like underneath, which is not great. I think until we get a roundabout or something, this is fine. This green spawn is very weird. Very, very weird. I think we can do something like this, and then if we get greens down here in the corner, connect them to this. I'm gonna take the tunnel. We're not doing bad. There's nothing, like, terrible going on here. It's just not very good. I'm trying to figure out a better way to run these greens. I'm thinking even something like running these greens up through here might be slightly better. That gray is good. That gray is actually very good. I like that. Because we can do straight across with something like this. Run that into there. Get ourselves a little access road in here. That blue is fine. I feel like something just spawned and I missed it. What did I miss? Oh, I didn't even connect it. What am I doing? Alright, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's what I missed. This blue. You know, that blue isn't even terrible. I didn't even see this green spawn. This green is beautiful. We can do something like this. I would really like to get a roundabout in here. I know I keep going on and on about roundabouts, but I really would like to get one in here. Something like this is fine. For now. We'll take the bridge back just because we don't really need it at this time. We also don't really need this green connected right now. We'd be better served like doing something like this with the blues and then sending them down and into here, but I'm sort of like trying to figure out the best way to connect this green. Honestly, it might be connecting it to here, which seems crazy because, you know, this guy is like perfect for it, but I think that might be better because then we can get this motorway back and then use this motorway to send it into here. But I think maybe I'm thinking way too far ahead and I just need to get a bridge for this and hope that all works out. So for now, we're going to do something like this. Connect these. All of these are connected. And then we'll do something like this, and that'll all be fine, hopefully. Obviously, this isn't great, but it's fine until, you know, we get another bridge and we can separate all of this. We just got our Hong Kong tourist, complete 400 trips in Hong Kong. We are officially not completely terrible. Not too shabby. Oh, again, I don't love these yellows that spawn in such a manner that you have to use a tunnel to get any significant amount of use out of them, but they're not like horrible either. They're just not great. This is good. I love all of this blue population up here. Honestly, I might even do something like this where we like swap these two because these are so much closer to this one. We can do something like this. I don't want to get in the way of this gray population that's forming here. I don't want to cut that off at all. I did just notice This is a level 2 now. So it will probably need a little extra attention here soon. Something we'll have to pay attention to. And just see how that sort of grows as this run continues. We might have to start turning some of these over onto it. Even... Ooh. That is, that's not great. That is good, though. Look at that. Look at that blue. Oh, that is beautiful. We can do something like this and just run these onto here. I would really like to get a roundabout or something in here just because this is getting a little messy. Even in here would be okay. This, I think, just has to be a motorway. I don't think there's any avoiding it. I think it's going to be that to there. If we get a roundabout or something, we can do something there, but I think this has to be a motorway. The only other way I can see getting these whites up into here is like here and then across, and that would take 2 bridges minimum. And then I have to like run them through here, which actually is not a terrible backup plan. I might just go ahead and like wall this off just in case we have to do that, like in case we need the motorway back. But for now, the motorway is fine. And I think we'd be better suited just doing this across as a bridge and not worrying about it too much. I did not mean to run that bridge there, or that road there. There we go. Yeah. I'm gonna take the motorway. This blue, I think it's doing fine. I think it's just because of how the ship works, where it drops all of them off at once. It looks a little scary, but then, you know, it's actually fine. This blue is interesting, actually. I don't hate this blue right here. So we could potentially do something with a roundabout and a tunnel to do, you know, something like this, and then we can get this motorway back, send these to here and there, and yeah, that might become necessary as this levels up. Like this, something like this, something... I don't know. However this population sort of forms itself. A roundabout here would not be terrible either. But for now, we're just going to do something like that. We are out of roads. I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of this. And then these blockers aren't super necessary. Ah! Always with the running out of roads. Always with the running out of roads. It's because I spend too many roads on blocking things off. I am going to take the tunnel. I think in the majority of situations, taking the extra sort of power up, or like, I don't even remember what these are called. That's how long it's been since I've played this. Are we taking the extra, you know, road or tunnel or motorway is usually better than just getting, you know, 10 extra tiles. It's just, I think it's just better. This, I actually did just notice, this gray population could be really good to go across and down and into here. And then potentially get all of these going into here. That could be very good. I would still like to see another bridge. I know I keep picking the motorway over the bridges, but that's because a motorway is basically a better bridge. But I would still like to see it. Because I don't particularly want to make this motorway permanent. I would really like to put a bridge here. I suppose I could just get rid of one of these other bridges that are like not super permanent, like this one. Like I should just make this one into a motorway, put a roundabout here or something like that. Ay. Okay, so all of the white neighborhoods are going to be motorway. That's just unavoidable, I think. And we get another motorway. Okay. Ay. Alright. I think we're going to take these ones, these 3, and just connect them on a motorway. And I think that's fine. Something like this for now. We'll do something like that. Something like, I think I'll run them down just a little bit, something like this. Let's leave something in like that. And then I never even connected these blues. What am I thinking? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? So these guys have been supporting this blue for this entire time. Through this terrible access road that's been supporting this one and this one, which is awful. We did just get 1,000 trips and our little achievement for it. Could be doing a lot worse. Could be doing way worse, I suppose. More white houses here. That's good. Okay. We do something like this, something like that. That's pretty good too. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I don't love how this yellow is looking. Get rid of these so that hopefully we get 1 or 2 extra house spawns in here. This is looking fine. This is looking good. This blue, again, there's nothing wrong with this blue. It's fine. It's just it looks a little scary because the boat comes in and drops off all of the little pips at once, and then it looks a little scary. I'm gonna move this motorway down, and then I think we're fine. I think we're chilling. Something like this. That's not great. I don't love this yellow or this yellow. These greens. We're still waiting on a bridge because we keep getting bridge or motorway, and I keep picking motorway. I think I might just move this one up to here. Again, I'd really like to send a bridge across here, and I'd really like to send a bridge across here so that this intersection and this are no longer connected. Oh, that blue is fantastic. Look at that. Look at that. That's like 2 tiles away from this. That is beautiful. I'd like to get a roundabout here as well, so I'm just gonna block this off. I'd like a little more gray population down here as well. That would be, again, with the motorway or bridge. I'm picking the motorway. A motorway is just a better bridge, but I don't want to waste bridges when I don't, need them. I'll do something like this. These white houses are actually not bad. That just leveled up. That's fine. These grays are actually not terrible either. Some kind of something with a roundabout here, and then running this bridge and these like 3 houses into that would not be terrible. This green is kind of okay. Do something like that. This one's not terrible either. We can do something in there, but it's not great unless we get a roundabout, because the traffic is going to make it do more harm than good. More yellows in here is good. More yellows in here is very good. We're sitting at 1,700, and this is the first time I've kind of gotten a little worried about this. So we're not doing bad here. I'm only worried about this guy because we don't have a lot of population here. Got another motorway and traffic lights. I'm gonna take the motorway. It's almost always better to take the motorway. Almost always. We do need a little more gray population here. And I need to keep as much traffic off of this road as I can. This gray can go up to here. This gray can go up to here. This can sustain off of 2 for now. That's fine. We do have this population as a sort of backup, which we might have to use. I think gray is surging right now, and that's why we're having some issues. So what I think I'm going to do is make a little access sort of road here and just send this gray population into there. Might even be better to make the access road like here, because this road just has less traffic on it. So it might be better to do it that way. We're still waiting on bridges. We are still waiting on bridges. From here to here and from here to here. We are still waiting. Patiently. Impatiently, in fact. This gray. I need this gray to calm down. Please. This one's not doing good either. I'm doing the tunnel through here just to get it a little extra help. I think that is all the gray on the map that we have is all connected right now. Maybe it's not connected well, but I think all of it is connected. Yeah, every house is being used. Yay. Yeah, this has now become a problem because of how these blues are connected. So what I'm gonna do is just use a motorway on it. I'm just gonna disconnect this, run these over to here, run that into there, run this into there, run that like that, and then we'll do that, and then run these down and into here. Oh, we do have one extra array. This guy's not being used. We'll do that across there, just to get this guy just a little extra help. I think we're okay. And I think we're okay. We could run these greens down and underneath to get this blue into here, but it's just not super necessary right now, so I'm not going to worry about it. This is looking a little rough, and again, it's mostly traffic issues. If we could get a roundabout, I would take it. Getting more yellow population here is very good. I'm very happy about that. This could be a little better with these yellows coming together. I mean, I'll take them because we can have just a little extra little backup population. Finally, we get our bridge after we've already run motorways across all of the places that we wanted bridges at. I am not sure where to use this. We've been waiting for it for so long, and now it is kind of useless to us because of how we've sorted things out. I think this road can go. I don't think we need this anymore because this is connected with the bridge. This is done there. This is done there. I really don't love how this road is sort of coming together. This is sort of messy. This green can come across to there. This is horrible. This is awful, but it's not like awful enough that I'm gonna, sacrifice the extra house and not use it. I really hate this. This needs some sorting, but you cannot fix it with a bridge, so it's just gonna be that way for now, I suppose. More blue here isn't terrible. This yellow is struggling again. This is just population. Like the traffic is fine here, but it's population. It just doesn't have enough. I think I'll send these across to here like that. There's a little population bump, something like that. And we do have this sort of little mini population forming, but we don't have a clean way to get it down there. This is kind of the best we can do for that. This is terrible. We're at 2400. Ay. This isn't actually that bad. We could use this. These are still going to there. These are still going to there. The only yellow that's not struggling right now is this one. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. All of these are getting used. And I'm like trying to figure out if there's any way we can get more population to here. What would be terrible? Ay. All of this is fine. It's just trying to get more yellow into this before we keel over and die. I think it might be running a bridge across here. Oh, we can't run it across the shipping route. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Okay. Well, then it might be running this across here like this. So we've got these two extra houses And then something like this running across here for this guy. We might lose it here. This might be the end. Because I don't know how else to connect all of these yellows. This might be the end. It's just a question of which yellow kills us. Is it going to be this one or is it going to be this one? I think it's going to be this one. This white is also struggling. We do have one bridge. We can connect like one of these to whichever white is struggling the most, which I think is this one. We can do this and then something like this just to get it a molecule more population in there. There's not really anywhere we can connect these grays. We could do this. I don't love stealing population away from this though, because this is gonna start having some emotional problems from this. This is also gonna start having some emotional problems. I think this is probably the end of the run. If we can like squeeze out like a 2800, I'd be kind of happy. But I think one of these is gonna kill us. This yellow would be so good if it was literally one space to the left. We get a bridge or a tunnel. I'm taking the bridge. I think we can run this across here. I didn't even see that one. That one's good. It's just like trying to squeeze out just that little bit extra points. We can run this white up and around and into here. This gray is still struggling. I don't know. I think this is probably the end. It's just like squeezing out, 2800 or 2900 makes it that little bit extra. I don't even know if this would do anything. Go across to here and then across to there. Kind of doubt it. I'm gonna disconnect this white just so I don't get confused. And then I'm gonna leave these connected like this for now and do this bridge across to here. Ideally, at some point we swap this motorway over so that we're not wasting a bridge. But again, probably the end of the run. We're kind of just hoping for a miracle right now. What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be this one or is it gonna be this one? Or is it gonna be this gray? This gray is also having a tough time. This gray is too. Everything is crying. Everything is screaming. Everything is screaming, crying. There we go. Do something like that. Right, we did hit 3K. This is just a... Oh my gosh. Everything is screaming and crying. But I forgot how like stressful the game is once it gets to this point, where you're just like trying to hold on for dear life. I think it's gonna be this yellow. Ooh, no, it's gonna be this gray. Is it? What is happening? Yeah. There we go. 3,200. That is, you know what? That is pretty good. Let's go ahead and get our screenshot with our score. There we go. I prefer the no border. 3,200. All right. Pain points definitely were this yellow. It just was always sort of messy with all of these random tunnels. Like this tunnel was just terrible. This never getting its bridge across here and being forced to become a motorway was terrible. This was messy from the beginning. We didn't have any roundabouts or any traffic lights anywhere in here, which is, again, just terrible. But we did get, what, 7 motorways? 7 motorways, which is insane for, we were on, what, week 16? So every other week we were getting a motorway. That almost, I feel like that almost never happens. I feel like you never get that lucky with motorways. But in most cases, it's better to pick the motorway over whatever else you got. But let's see where we placed. Top 3%, we were 1,106th. All right. That is not bad at all. That is, I'm actually fairly happy with that for the first like major map playthrough. They did add Cape Town as well, so we'll be doing Cape Town here soon. Watch out for that one. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, whatever you're feeling, whatever makes you happy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.